Hello friends! It is a new day and a new project. I'm very excited to do it. But first, I need to address a thing. Look what I done did. I don't know how to explain this. It's not broken. I tore my tendon, like in my elbow right here, which means that I need to be very careful with my arm. And I have it in a sling to protect it. So, that means we are going to be sewing with one arm. And we're gonna see how that goes. But it needs to happen. I have to do this because I have a project that I've been wanting to do for like months for a specific thing. And that specific thing is camping, and that is in a week and a half. So I do not have the luxury of switching this project around for something that might be easier to do with one arm, because I want to do this now. I think I can do this. Let me just show you what I want to do. So every year, me and my family go camping. My sister and I, we get pretty silly together. I found this on accident. I was like looking on Pinterest and it was an Amazon ad for like a 2-person Snuggie, and I was like, I can make that. So that's what we have to do. And I've been thinking about this for weeks, and this ain't gonna stop me, because this is happening. This is happening. We're gonna see if we can do this one-handed, because I am determined. I have like 11 days. Surely this can be done. Like, I think with 2 arms, I could probably do it in like 4 days. But I know with 1 arm, it's gonna be slower. So hopefully that's enough time. Surely. If you saw my sweatpants cargo cruise pants video, I showed you guys this material and I said I had a special plan for it. Well, this is the special plan and I'm very excited. This is gonna be like the outside fabric, and then I got something really fun for the inside. I'm very excited about this. I got this like super soft, it's like so comf and so plushy and so soft, and it's gonna be so warm. So this is gonna be the inside slash like trimmings and the pocket. Outside. Inside, it's gonna be very warm, very comf, and I am very excited. This is our plan. I'm basically just gonna cut a large rectangle, attach sleeves and a hood, and then put a pocket on there that has sleeves. I've puzzled out how wide to make everything, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work yet, so we're just gonna have to find out. Per the plan, I'm gonna start with cutting out the body and the sleeves. I think I may need to lay this out on the floor. No! Oops. I'm gonna do it gently this time. Okay, so this is gonna take some special planning on this fabrics part because I have 5 yards of this. And even though I have 5 yards of this, I am barely gonna have enough. It's gonna work out like perfectly. I really hope that my math is correct on this. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to switch to a different fabric, which I have some cute fabrics, but I really wanna use this one because I think it's really cute and it's just perfect for this kind of thing. Cause I don't think I'd wear purple strawberry pants, but I would wear a purple strawberry double Snuggie. All that to say, this is only 45 inches wide, which presents a challenge because since I'm making a double wide Snuggie, I need the fabric to be pretty wide. So what I'm gonna be doing is cutting panels out of this and sewing them together to make the main body. Hi little girl, can I have this? Can I have it? No. Wait. Girly, come here. Good girl. What a good girl. Okay, this is a quad workout or a hamstring workout right there. How am I gonna do this? Okay. Okay, there's 2 of those. I'm gonna sew these together. I'm like so sweaty already. This thing is really hot. How are we doing? Yeah, seems good. I wasn't sure I could do that with one hand. We're in business. Now what? Now I need to, Chase is not here today. I kind of need to like figure out if that width is gonna be enough for 2 people or if I do need to add that 3rd panel. So let's see if I can figure this out by myself. Maybe if I like wrap it around myself twice, then I can kind of get a feel for how it would be with two people. That seems logical, right? That's fine. When? Yeah, that's not big enough. Okay, we are gonna need that other panel. Like, there's just that much left, and that's wrapped around me once. So, because I want this to be like comfortable. Like, I don't want to be like sardines in a sleeping bag or whatever. Am I getting anywhere? Okay. You good? You good? I know, I'm making this look really easy and so graceful, but pinning with one hand is actually really challenging. Yeah, that'll be comfortable for two people. So I know sounds weird, but now that I have this, I'm gonna fold it in half and I'm gonna cut it in half. And the reason I'm gonna do that, I wanna seam up the sides and add sleeves. And if I just cut a hole in one side and then have to seam all the way down the other, I think it'll just make it weird and it'll be harder. I think what I'm gonna do is use my coat pattern. And basically, I just need the sides and the place where they like mark out the like sleeve dealies. I folded everything in half, and then instead of putting the pattern piece right on the fold, I just had it on the very edge and cut it out like I would a normal pattern piece. Hopefully it's correct, cause if it's not, then we're in trouble. It's, yes. Okay, here's what I've done. So we have armhole, neck hole 1, neck hole 2, armhole 2. Let's cut out the back. So now I need to cut out the sleeves. I don't think the sleeves need to be this long though. I think that's part of it. That's part of it. This is gonna go here. Of course you're sitting on that. Can I have that, please? Thank you. The sleeve pattern I had was just a little bit wider than my fabric, so I folded it over a little bit and it worked out pretty well. That was a little bit of a process, but we got there. I need to sew the shoulders to each other, and then we'll sew the sleeves on, and then we'll sew the sides up. This will be a little tricky since it's curved with one hand, but I think it's doable. I think we can do it. I feel like, I don't know, some sort of like moo-moo creature? I don't know, dude. I don't know what I'm saying. The next step is probably cutting out the hood and making the hood. Hello. It's day 2, and this morning Chase came home and he helped me make sure that this is big enough for 2 people, and it's big enough for me and him, and he's a big dude. So it's gonna be big enough for me and my sister because we're about the same size. It's gonna be good. So today I'm gonna make the hood. I'm hoping to get the entire lining cut out and sewn together. But yesterday took a whole day just for that, minus the hood, but I had to do some extra seaming in this guy because it was only 45 inches wide. This thing is 60 inches wide. So we won't have to seam anything, which will be really nice. So that should cut down on the time. I also think this is fleece, which means, yes, it means it won't fray. So I don't have to do any extra prep or like top stitches or anything to make sure this doesn't fray on the inside. That'll make it so much faster. First order of business is hood. So I'm gonna use a hoodie that I really like the hood shape of as my template. How big is this? Okay, I can do a little bit with this hand, like it's fine. Oh, the math of this. Let's see. I'm gonna make a paper template really fast. Oh, my legs are sore from crawling around on the floor yesterday. Okay, I do need to think about seam allowances and if I want to add a drawstring in this. I kind of do want a drawstring, but if I do a drawstring, then I'm gonna have to get a drawstring because I ain't making no drawstring because this is hard enough with one arm. Oh, also, if I do grommets, then I'm gonna have to have Chase help me. He's a good dude. He would help me do that. I'm gonna plan like I'm gonna put a drawstring in it. I'm drawing. Yeah. Something that I am thinking about is I didn't even measure the neck hole to match the like hood. So I should probably get a grip on that. Would 24 inches be like hard to get through? Come on, get. Oh yeah. It wouldn't be like mega tight if it was 24 inches. So I need to make this a little bigger. Okay, I think I could get 3 out of the length of this. And then I wonder how crazy would it be to like piece together. I think I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna cut out what I can and then I will figure it out. I've got one whole hood cut here. This is half of a hood. So the trick now to get the other side of this hood is I'm gonna see if I can piece these together to get one last hood. I think we're gonna be able to do it. We'll see. I did it! And now I could take this guy. Look at that! I'm gonna cut this out and we will start seaming together the hoods. This is me attempting to put a channel in for the drawstring, and this took so long. I have folded in the front edges of these, and then I have marked where I want the grommets to go. I can't put the grommets in myself, so what I'm gonna do is cut the holes and get that prepped. Chase is almost done streaming, so then after that I think he'll be able to help me. All you have to do is line this up on top of this, and you have to make sure it's like in there right, otherwise you're gonna dent it up. This thing goes inside of that, and then you hit it with the hammer. Keep going. Keep going. So that's it. We gotta do that 3 more times. But there you go. That's good. We have a grommet. Pretty exciting. I think what I need to do now is attach the hood to the body. Chase helped me a ton during this process, and I am just so grateful.
Nice.
Can you come down here? Thank you. The hoods feel good? Can I look at your hood? That looks good. How does mine look?
Good.
Good? Hey, thank you, sir.
Yep.
Thanks. Ugh. Whoa. You pretty baby. Yeah. Today is a new day, first of all. Good morning. I'm hoping to get the lining done. And then tomorrow we can work on the pocket. Oh, this stuff is so soft. This is exactly the same process as we did. I cut out a rectangle, made the sleeves, sewed everything together, put on the hoods, you know, all the stuff. Wow! Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Judah, 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 Judah. Now I've got to think through how to attach the linings. I think I know, but I'm gonna have to kind of do some playing around to make sure I have it right. So for the first hood, I made this way harder than it needed to be. I thought I needed to have the lining outside to like tuck it in and then sew it, and just I made it way more complicated than it needed to be. Oh my gosh. What have I done? Oh, I got it. Ow! So I've got the hood done. I'm trying to get the drawstring in, and I can't get it in, but it's because I just don't have the strength to do it with my arm. I like rigged a wire to like pull it through, and it's stuck right there. And I know it's possible to push it through. It's possible. The problem is that I don't have the strength to do it. I'm gonna eat some dinner and take a break. I might come back to this today, but I probably will come back to this tomorrow because I have been through a lot today. So see you whenever. A good new day to you. It is. I'm really excited today because I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I've got one hood done. Today I will do the other hood and then we'll get started on preparations for the pocket. This time around, much easier. I had the lining already inside. All I had to do was flip back the lining and then pin it to the thing. Way, way simpler. It's time to put the drawstrings in, and I tried yesterday to do it, but I was thinking about it later, and I had a better idea. I think that will hopefully work. This actually was not a better idea. I thought that maybe I could like stick the wire through like a needle and then like twist it around the thing and do the stuff, and you need 2 hands to do that, and I just couldn't. Okay, I'm not gonna wallow on this. This is just folded over. I haven't actually sewed it. So I'm gonna sew all the cuffs and stuff in the bottom, and then we'll do the pocket, and I'm gonna think about this tomorrow. I was a little discouraged at this point. I just started working on all of the like hems and the cuffs and things, and you know, just the trimming stuff.
So calm. Okay, I leave you in there.
Maybe I need to make her like a little Snuggie thing. I've got 2 grommets. There's one there and one there. I'm gonna do some on the other side as well. And then we're gonna have drawstrings so that we can close up the bottom of this thing. And it'll be really comf. They're just kind of in there with pins right now because I still can't do that by myself. I'm gonna have to recruit Chase, and he is streaming right now. So I will wait until he's done doing that. It's incredible. The length, so perfect. I am gonna figure out the pocket. I'm not doing just like a normal pocket. I'm gonna cut 2 slits for our arms. So arm would come out like here, pocket will go over that, and then I'm gonna sew a sleeve onto the pocket so that I can like stick my hand through and then have a sleeve. I gotta figure out where to put the slit. I think about here, and then starting maybe at my armpit. Okay, let's cut this armhole. All right, my friends, I have these sewn on and they are pretty comf and I'm very excited. I put in these drawstrings here. It will cinch up the bottom. I can't remember if I've even told you what the pocket is gonna look like. So basically I'm gonna make sleeves. These are the 2 slits that we did, and they're gonna be covered up by the pocket. Basically a hoodie pocket, but with sleeves and big. Also, I want to put like a slit in this so that we can put things in the pocket so that it doesn't have to go through the sleeves. Because if I don't, then the sleeves are gonna be the only opening, but I'm not sure how to do that yet. I feel like if I cut a slit in it, it's gonna be more of a gaping hole. Kind of like these. Like these are just slits. They're not just gonna stay closed, so I'm not sure yet. I do have a bunch of magnets. That would just make this more complicated. I think I am gonna complicate it a little bit and do like a magnet enclosure. So these are my magnets and they're very strong. That is good news for us. The very first step though is to just even like cut the pocket out because I haven't done that. This is the weirdest shape I've ever cut out. It definitely took a lot of brain power to figure out. Still not quite sure if what I made is exactly what it needs to be. I'm hoping it is. I think I got it right. I think I did it. I can't wait to see what that looks like when we put it on. I had to put a cover over my coffee to keep fuzz out. There's fuzz everywhere. For the pocket, I basically just glued magnets inside the trim and then made sure that they lined up as I pinned it. It looks like a mouth. I'm pretty proud of this. It literally just looks like a giant pair of lips. It reminds me of that vacuum cleaner that the one girl in Hunter x Hunter has. I don't know the name of the character, but it's the vacuum cleaner with the lips. I love this and I think it's hilarious. All that's left is to pretty much sew the pocket onto and then hem the cuffs. Today is our camping trip. I've gotten plenty of time. We're leaving in like the afternoon and it's like before 10 a.m. so. Attaching the pocket was a little tricky, but it wasn't like terrible. I started with seaming up the backside of one of the sleeves, and then for the rest of it, I just folded it over and sewed it on top. No, don't do that. The thing is like stuck. I'm gonna have to hand sew this, and I'm gonna have to take my machine in because I don't know what's wrong. I thought maybe there was some fur like stuck in this shaft, but it literally won't go anywhere. Like, it is stuck. It really makes me worried. So I have pinned this, and I'm gonna hand stitch here and there, and then after that it's just cuffs. So I definitely just finished this. I'm gonna pack this up and we'll give it to my sister later. Before I go, thank you for watching, and if you're still here, if you haven't subscribed, like, maybe you go ahead and do that. I don't know. I mean, don't forget to like or not. I don't know. You could have maybe not liked this. I look weird. I'm very warm, very comf. See you when I see you.